What if I told you, people don't stop respecting you out loud, they stop respecting you in silence? They smile, nod, and say you're doing great, but deep down, they've already filed you under forgettable. The scary part? You'll never know when it happens. Because respect doesn't vanish in explosions, it fades quietly, like smoke leaving a burned-out room. It's not your failures that make people lose respect for you, it's your patterns. The tiny things you dismiss as no big deal, the tone you use, the way you react, the energy you bring into a room. People are constantly scanning for signals, and the moment yours scream weakness, insecurity, or desperation, they stop seeing you as someone to value. And here's the dark truth: they won't tell you. They'll just adjust. They'll start talking to you differently. Their texts will get shorter. They'll forget to invite you. And one day, you'll realize you're surrounded by polite ghosts. People who remember your name, but not your presence. So why does this happen? Because humans are wired to respect what feels grounded, scarce, and self-contained. The moment you start chasing approval, oversharing your emotions, or explaining yourself too much, you leak power. You become predictable. And in psychology, predictability is social death. Think about it. The people who seem respected the most, they don't beg for it. They move with quiet certainty. They don't need to convince you they're valuable. You just feel it. That's not arrogance. That's control. Respect thrives in mystery. The less you reveal, the more people fill in the blanks with admiration, fear, or curiosity. But most people ruin that mystery. They overshare their insecurities like it's therapy. They talk too much. They try to prove they're right in every argument. They turn silence into panic. The truth is, the moment you start defending yourself, you've already lost status. Strong people don't explain. They let their energy speak. Ever notice how some people talk as if they're always performing? Every sentence starts with me. Their words sound like a resume, carefully edited to impress. That's not confidence. That's desperation in a nice outfit. And people can smell it instantly. You can't fake composure. You can't buy gravity. You earn it by being comfortable with not being understood. Another silent killer of respect? Constant complaining. The victim mentality. Nothing drains admiration faster than someone who treats every inconvenience like a tragedy. People respect those who face chaos without collapsing. If you crumble at every little challenge, they may still care about you, but they'll never respect you. And here's the cruel irony. People lose respect for you the moment you start trying to make them respect you. That's the paradox. The more you push for validation, the less you get. Because real respect can't be demanded. It's absorbed. It's the side effect of composure, discipline, and restraint. Let's get darker. Sometimes people stop respecting you not because you did something wrong, but because you made them feel small. Maybe you were too honest. Maybe your calmness exposed their chaos. Maybe you didn't react the way they wanted you to. When you stay emotionally grounded, it forces people to face their own lack of control, and that makes them uncomfortable. Instead of saying, "Wow, they're strong," they start saying, "They think they're better than me." Respect turns into resentment. And you'll never know why. That's the shadow side of human nature. We don't respect people who mirror our flaws. We respect those who make us feel safe, yet slightly intimidated. And the balance is fragile. One wrong move, too much neediness, too much emotional exposure, and the illusion breaks. Then there's the "I know everything" attitude, the silent ego that hides behind advice. People who constantly correct others, dominate every conversation, or turn casual chats into lectures, they drain energy. It's not that people hate intelligence, they hate arrogance disguised as insight. The smartest people in the room are usually the quietest ones. They listen, observe, and strike when it matters. That's how they maintain respect, by knowing when not to speak. But the most tragic reason people lose respect for you is inconsistency. When your words and actions don't match. When you preach discipline but live in chaos. When you promise loyalty but gossip behind backs. People might forgive your flaws, but the moment they sense you're fake, you're finished. Authenticity is currency. Once it's gone, you're broke. You see, respect isn't built by being perfect. It's built by being predictably strong. Even when life wrecks you, people watch how you handle it. Do you stay centered, or do you turn into chaos the second something goes wrong? Your composure during pressure defines how much power people assign to you. There's a dark psychology principle behind this. It's called emotional calibration. People subconsciously calibrate their emotions to match the most stable person in the room. If that's you, they'll look up to you. If it's not, they'll unconsciously stop respecting you, no matter how nice or good you are. And here's where it gets twisted. The world respects distance more than kindness. Be too available and they'll treat you like background noise. Be slightly unpredictable and they'll crave your approval. Humans chase what they can't fully have. So when you stop oversharing, stop explaining, stop being emotionally available to everyone, you become rare. And rarity breeds respect. But maybe the real question is, why do you need their respect so badly? Because if you did, truly, command inner self-respect, you wouldn't chase it externally. You'd know that other people's perception of you is just an investment of your energy. When you're solid inside, the world adjusts. When you're not, it exposes you. People stop respecting you when you stop respecting yourself. When you let fear dictate your tone. When you apologize for existing. When you shrink just to make others comfortable. Respect isn't something they give, it's something you emit. So next time you wonder why people treat you differently, don't look at them. Look at the moments you've betrayed your own boundaries. The times you laughed at jokes that weren't funny. The times you stayed silent when you should have spoken, or spoke when silence had more power. Respect isn't lost in one dramatic scene. It's lost drip by drip, in micro moments when you act out of fear instead of truth. And by the time you notice, it's gone. It's already too late. Because no one tells you they've stopped respecting you. They just stop reacting the same way. So stop chasing explanations. Become the mystery again. Speak less. Mean more. Let silence be your armor. Because in a world full of noise and pretending, quiet confidence is the loudest thing you can wear. And maybe, just maybe, the moment you stop begging for respect is when everyone starts giving it back.